njakuba bwe mukimbuuza ekyo njakubaga nti batulage ebyali mu ndagaano. Mao nemukwata gundi yafunye opponent ajja abantu mu register omukazi alaze amaanyi mu nsi ya Mukamendo. Amaanyi gaalina eyawa Malende naye Bobi Wine yankola bubi. Nolero kankolage message empereza Secretary General Treasurer attack could easily even be misunderstood by my party. Ojira Democracy we nare mu mulaba nabali mukomera tuba nominatinga. Singa Bobi Wine yajja mu Kampala obaka wempe nagenda mu parliament nafuka lopu nasinzirwa ku bwa lopu n'alyoka azoganya.
But this message went to him very late. No, because after nominations, after that campaigning, all that long.
Ate kati naye singa mubadde mubitiyagasi ekyandikikoze tunyandiga nti esaze ayita press conference noga nti okubanyweza obulungi kambalumbe mu parliament kyusa amateeka kati zeyo sikyagendayo. Kati gwe oyagala platform
do you achieve anything in parliament?
wali wayagala contract y'amasanyalaze mpulira abakuba essimu.
I have to confirm that they are pregnant or they are in the calf. I've come with membership. This one, we have confirmed that it is pregnant. You can see. The upper part is clear. This one is not pregnant. It's
mama wazze kulala nekoma kekiyambi bazze kulala Gulu
abantu bakoze batya
but they are not even recognized. You know, they came a bit late. Mama wazze neliyandi okoma keki yabatulamu
kati omanyi gundi yaabwe nti Lyando Kumakech was the dangerous substitute. Tamanyi nti Mao yagenda ku nomination nga tali mu register ne bamusuula ebweru the other time kati wavaamu n'ateekawo Kumakech. Mulundi ogwo yalya, that's how he went to parliament.
But this time good yamubba oyo
Mapinduzi
bamubira
ate yazem na mwesimba
Kumakech ate yakomyewo
era kugo naye bamunominate
ala kale jawukola hina Enabiganda Saidi Saidi hii enkya mugenda wa gundi anabeera wa kubanga enkya is Kitugumu and oba Padere.
twafunye these 2 days when I twayingiddemu nominations twafunyemu nominations zayingiddewo nazo so tuzakubalansinga nominations na kubanga lioni eno teri covered tulina gicovering so you cover nominations mankumamu then you go for rallies like we did today. So nencho oli wano Gulu
enkya lwakumeka enkya teriyo press conference
after gundi gyeri tokushafuka after Kitugumu eri wano
ate nze mbadde njagadde enkya bwenkola Padere nziruke bali njagadde nkole ku Capital Gang mbeeko no mu office ku Saturday Sunday Monday nkomewo awo oba okwataganyiza Monday si Friday Tenda weekend atera kuzerekera mpulira abala naye kakati kwendi Eyo voice emala oba nyongereko.
Mumuwulira? Siyango yogera.
Naye mbadde njagala okuwaya naye bayinza ate okubikwata eri. Obuntu buno bubuzaabuza. Oyinza okulowooza nti oyinza okufulumya classified information nga togenderedde. Eyokubiri bameka nabagamba all these accidents occur because of one thing. Toyinza kukwata kintu kidduka kilomita 10 ng'ekirala kiva eno kidduka 10 ng'ekibaawula mu sitaale. Obusirusiru. Just an era like this. Tulina okuzimba amakubo 2. Lino lidde eno for all highways in Uganda. Lwakuba tuli baavu, but that's the only thing. Zakubaganye head on. You can't. That is a stupid thing. Chigamba, I tweeted. Nembaganti, even now I told them. Ogugujana kufuka mulimu gwa police ne government okusasira abafudde. Because that's a monster running at 100 kilometers per hour. Ngana chiri. Kati impact ebera wakati yao. Ebera kilomita 10. Angana okutambula ekiro. Ganti daddy tukere. He's my son. He's my brother's son. Daddy tukere. Waliwo nga tugenda mu Christmas. Me I had my Christmas in the game park this way. Waliwo drone yaja neyingira kirole. On 23rd. Twajisanga around Nakasongola. Around the same areas, bus we have had. Tugenda okutuuka drone yakagira bwe. Ate kakati nanyiri basi aganda olina okudda. Uvuga ogenda Kampala. Basi erina okudda yabala sente. Gundi nayo stay yarua. Ne juzi najitaka ekiro ku bus park yawe basimba. Ngekati wewunye, that's for transport. Kato abafuda bambe iganga, abamu bawa.
And they are saying that 20 bodies now are not yet identified. You cannot identify them. That's why
Yes, good evening. For now. Is that okay? The NRM constitution is very clear. Although it is subordinate to the national constitution, it forbids members of the national resistance movement from either supporting an independent candidate or contesting as an independent against a flag bearer. The biggest challenge we have in Uganda, that most of the independents are only independent in name, but actually encroach on the parties where they are affiliated to. Many people only get independent after they have lost in the primaries or after they feel they have been disenfranchised through improper conduct of elections or methods of selection in their respective parties. In the national resistance movement, it's very clear. When you contest as an independent, ordinarily, the party constitution says you should cease being a member of the NRM, although the due process must be conducted before that happens. The NRM constitution was amended after the national constitution had been promulgated. The introduction of multipartyism in Uganda was subsequent after the promulgation of the constitution. And that freedom of people becoming independent was adopted purely because there is freedom of choice, but also people wanted to safeguard the independent or the individual merit that had already been practiced under the national resistance movement. But in order to implant multipartyism in the country, it is important that members of parliament revisit what the constitution says, so that if a person chooses to be independent, then they must be independent right from the word go. But people who only become independent across after losing an election, what type of independence is that? That is why many people end up with modifications like independent but NRM leaning, or independent but DP leaning. There is nothing like a leaning. An independent, according to the constitution, is as independent as they stand to be. So there is some lacuna that requires to be streamlined in subsequent amendments when we do the reform of the national constitution, but also the party constitutions. When the national constitution is finally amended, let independence become independence from the word go, so that somebody does not participate in a primary election after either being cheated or losing, then they emerge to say that they are now independent, when after all in the first instance, they are not independent at all.